Hello, Libra, how you doing? Go ahead and see what else we can tell y'all for the month of June. Bonus time. Bonus time, bonus time. So the reason I do bonuses, the intention I put into the reading is to pick up on details I left out in the main monthly, if there were any. Okay? Just to put that on the table, because people ask me all the time, what do you do this reading for? What do you do that reading for? What's this mean? What do I need to focus on? That's what bonuses are all about. Okay? That's at least the intention I put into it. Not always what comes through. You honestly never really know what comes through, but I got to put some kind of intention into it. Anyway, if you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, that's in the description of the video. Along with my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff, man, all that good stuff. Anyway, what else can we tell my Libras, universe? What do we got? What's up, people? How you doing? How you doing? What do we got for my Libras, universe? What we got? Ooh, it's hot in here. I should have turned the fan on. Damn, no. Oh, well, looks like I'm just going to have to sweat through this reading then, don't it? Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Boom! King of Pentacles in the reverse overall. Man. Okay, so some of y'all could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. Could be anybody, really. Overall, though, whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, I kind of feel like it's a little bit unorganized. Like, I think you're a little bit flippy-floppy. You know what I mean? Those of you new to my channel, that's my Libra phrase, flippy-floppy. Joanna, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Flippy-floppy. Basically, like if you can't figure out how to get the scale balanced, you just kind of stand back like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. So whatever this was you were dealing with, I think people are viewing you from the outside looking in like you don't really want to start anything new, at least with this person. Probably for some of you, you don't want to start anything new in love, period. That's what people are thinking. But on the inside, I think you already, you're set off down a path, but you're calculating your steps. You're not just doing what feels right in the moment. You're not just, you know what I'm saying? It's like every move that you make is very thought out and very planned. And I think it comes across as, a lot of air signs get accused of just being kind of aloof and distant whenever they're thinking, right? I think that's kind of like what's going on here with the Ace of Cups reversed being the way people view you, and the Knight of Pentacles being the way you feel on the inside. You know what I mean? All right, over the Tower in the reverse and the Temperance. So we will see how this goes throughout the rest of the reading, but I think some of you are doing the best that you can to avoid a worst case scenario. That's what's going on right here. And that, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. That's like walking across a lake, a frozen lake, and you have no clue how thick that ice is. That's what you got right here. By focusing on avoiding a worst case scenario, it's like walking across ice. So at least you're stepping into your own power, though. That's good. That's good, Libra. I see you. I see you. Those of you even involved in a relationship, those of you who are currently involved in somebody, it's like, I got me. I don't need to be smothered. I don't need, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need you to cling to me. I don't need you to smother me. I don't need to depend on you as my only source of emotional fulfillment, right? If I have to, I know how to make myself happy, right? So, know it or not, that's actually the ingredients for attracting a successful relationship. That's the ingredients, okay? That's how it really works. You could be dealing with a Cancer or an Aries, but the person you're dealing with is burdened by this connection here, okay? I think they do want forward movement with you, but I think some of you could also be dealing with somebody who's like the my way or the highway type of person, And and they want to be able to take control. You don't want to be controlled. So I see this kind of internal battle on their side, like, okay, well, my way or the highway, but man, if I try to take control here, I might lose control, if that makes any sense. That makes sense, y'all? That's what this feels like here. That's what this feels like. This person has been waiting on a new opportunity. I think they've been waiting on an opportunity. For those of you, I can't figure out whether or not this is somebody you're currently dealing with or not. So I guess just kind of take it however it resonates. I hate it when that comes out that way. Usually it's pretty specific, but this, there may be a couple different groups of you as to whether or not you're like in separation or actually currently dealing with this person right here. But either way, I do feel like this person here has been waiting on an opportunity for things to get better. But they're going against their intuition. Going against their intuition here. I think when it all comes down to it, what it is that they really want, they don't have any self-confidence. This is the type of person that when it all comes down to it, they don't have the self-esteem, the self-confidence to actually feel like, okay, I'm worthy enough to have what it is that I want. Okay? And when it all comes down to it, I don't care who needs to hear this. Libra, cross watcher, or just random person watching me for the hell of it. There's more of those people than you know. But whoever needs to hear this, at the end of the day, if you believe you are not worthy of what it is that you want, you will not be worthy of it. You will never get it. If you believe that you are worthy of what you want, it has no choice but to manifest. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Okay? Oh, specific signs I have on the table here are Aries, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Taurus. Could be anybody though. Leo, the Sun card. This is a Leo card, but could be anybody. I feel like though it's time for you to start new cycles now, Libra. New cycle time, I think. Karmic cycles are complete. A lot of people come to me and ask, do I still have any lingering karmic cycles? And hey, look, I'm the type, I'm part of a very small group of people in the spiritual community who I actually care about the awakening of mankind. I actually care whether or not the entire planet understands how to awaken. So I'm going to speak in terms that everybody can understand, okay? It's very simple. Whether or not you have any karmic cycle still lingering, think back on your past, to every single experience that you've had in the past. If there's any, I use to connect the dots. Connect the dots. That's what you have to do with your life, okay? I'm going to go on a tangent for just a couple of minutes, but this is important, y'all. Connect the dots. You know when you were a little kid and they handed you the paper like in kindergarten or first grade or whatever? It's just this big mess of dots and you look at it and you can't tell what the hell it is. But as you go through it and you start connecting the dots, the picture starts coming together and you're like, oh man, that makes sense now. I see. Now that every dot is connected together, it makes perfect sense. Well, that's how your life is. That's how your life is. But you know what we do? I don't like that dot. Fuck that dot. I'm going to skip over it. The dots are every experience you've ever had, every connection you've ever made, every relationship you've ever been in. All the dots are everything you've experienced that make up your life. All the little chapters and cycles that make up your life. Well, when we don't like one of those dots, we go, no, I don't like that dot. We try to skip over it. But the dot is part of your life. It's there. You can skip over it all you want. Now the picture is incomplete. Can't get rid of the dot. So look at all your dots. Have you connected all your dots? Look at every single experience that has brought you from birth to the current moment. And if there's anything that you're still not cool with, any people that you have not forgiven, any things you have not forgiven yourself for, yes, you still have lingering karmic energy. You have to let it all go. All of it. Every single bit of it. Forgive the people, forgive yourself. That's the only way off of the karmic wheel right away. Unless you want to try to work it out. If you don't want to try to work it out, that's how you cut the karmic contact. And that's easier said than done. Sounds easy, sounds simple. Oh yeah. It's challenging, but that's how you do it. That's the quickest way off the karmic wheel. Got to connect them dots. Look at your life, say, okay. Well, that dot right there, that sucked at the time, but it's part of the picture. I accept it. Matter of fact, I'm thankful for it because without that dot being there, the picture would look stupid. Now the picture is beautiful because that dot is now connected with the rest of the dots. See what I'm saying? Everything is connected. You can't skip over anything. Okay, now let's look at the person you're dealing with. I know somebody needed to hear that. I know somebody needed to hear that. Those of you who are like, oh my God, get on with the reading. Fuck off. There's somebody that needed to hear that. Seriously. You know how many emails I get? Oh man, you saved me from suicide. You saved my life. You helped me awaken. That's my real job here, y'all. So anyway, now we will continue. Person Libra is dealing with. Person, people, and or situations playing the biggest influence on my Libras. Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 3 shuffles. 2 and 3. Boom! 8 of Wands. Okay. Some of y'all could be dealing with somebody that's at a distance from you. But even if they're not at a physical distance, still, even if you like are in the same room with this person, there's some sort of wall between the two of you. Like they're just kind of out of reach. You know, you could be right next to them talking and they still feel miles away. You know what I'm talking about? That physical distance, psychological, emotional, time and space are really just illusions anyway. So take it however it resonates. But I do feel like they don't want conflict with you. They don't want conflict, but I feel like this person, they have their version of the best intentions, their version, okay? But it may not be your version of you know, what you need. But I feel like this person, you may be dealing with somebody who's just a little bit young and immature. If they're not young, they may be young-minded with this Page of Wands energy here. They do want to come together with you, though. I think they're just a little bit manipulative. But I don't know if they realize they're doing it or not. That's the hard part. That's the part that's always hard to figure out. That's why it's so easy for people to get sucked in by narcissists, because you don't know whether or not they're actually aware that they're manipulating you or not. You know, there's some people that, are you even aware how manipulative you are? Do you even know, or is that just the only way you know how to function? You know, I've met many people like that. It's like, dude, you're not even aware. Are you a pathological liar? You know, that's a phrase that gets thrown around very loosely, but a pathological liar? Have you ever met one? Like a real one? A real pathological liar? Not just somebody who lies all the time. I'm talking about a pathological liar. Like those people who they just lie about. Like, what was the point of lying about that? You know? Like, for example, I've met 2 pathological liars in my real life. And in real life, rather. And like the first one that I met would it was like a friend in school. And you'd be like, what's up, man? What'd you do yesterday? Oh man, me and my mom went to Walmart and I bought a new shirt. And it turned out they didn't. You know, and it's like, I just talked to your brother. He said that y'all went to the movies yesterday or something like that. It's like, and his brother be like, oh, you didn't go to Walmart and buy a shirt yesterday. You're like, why would you lie about that? Are you even aware that you're lying? You know, and they would just do this all the time. They would just bullshit, would just spew out of their mouths. And it's like, are you aware? Or maybe are you living in 2 different dimensions or something like that, you know? Anyway, I trailed way off. I'm not saying that the person you're dealing with is a pathological liar. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. But I still feel like this right here is the type of energy that, in their mind, they have the best intentions in the world. But the way it looks from the outside looking in is they just seem really immature and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, just kind of immature and not really able to bring forth what it is that you actually need, you know, if that makes any sense. Cross watchers, don't get your panties in a bunch. Watch your reading and then I'll read it from your perspective. But this is from Libra's perspective here. They do want to come together with you and they feel guilty for the way things went down. They do. Like I said, I don't see this person has bad intentions with the 7 of Swords reversed. But yeah, this is just like one of those things that if you keep the cycle going, the cycle's going to keep going. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Anyway, timeline's moving forward. Ooh, see, 7 of Swords reversed again. Most likely outcome. Timelines moving forward. Timelines moving forward. Oh, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So I don't know if I see true love being expressed in the future. Not really. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, the Lover's reversed. Could be a Gemini that you're dealing with. But yeah, there's still that feeling of distrust. That feeling of being on guard, you know. And that will make the feeling of the connection weaken substantially, okay? Here you are in the reverse, so no Libra in the picture with this person. Oh, yeah, the Death card. Done, Dwala, done, done, Dwala, done, Dwala, done, done, Dwala. The good news is, though, I do feel like you have been able to detach yourself from negative emotions and still be able to look back on this as a positive experience. Connecting the dots. This is exactly what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I'm talking about, okay? Something bad happened. It felt bad at the time while it was happening. I know that everybody can at least think of one thing in the past that when it was happening, it was very painful and confusing. But now you look back and you say, dude, I totally understand why that had to happen now. Not only do I understand why it had to happen, I would not go back and change that. Even if I could, I wouldn't go back and change it. But at the time, it was incredibly heartbreaking and painful. That's connecting the dots. That's what you need to do. And you know what? You can do that with every single thing you've ever experienced in life if you allow yourself. But you know what we do? Yes. Guess what we do that prevents us from doing that? Excuse me. We build our identity around traumatic experiences. That's what we do. That's what we do. And that's what keeps you on the karmic wheel. I am this way because this thing happened to me 5 years ago. And I've been repeating the same emotional response for 5 years, over and 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 over until I burned it into the pit of my subconscious mind, and now it runs all by itself just like a computer program. Well, now when I look back, I won't allow myself to connect those dots because then this emotional trigger that I have built my identity around won't make any sense. Now, this grudge that I've been holding, this identifying personality trait that I have developed and built my identity around, doesn't fit anymore. It doesn't make any sense. The narrative doesn't fit anymore. Now that I see why it had to happen, now that I actually make sense of it, now I found myself in one hell of a psychological conundrum. Now, none of that past negativity I was clinging on to makes sense, but I've built my identity around it. So what do I do? What do? Do I stay on the karmic wheel? Do I stay on the karmic wheel and let myself be a slave to my emotional triggers and my ego, or do I let it go and evolve to the next level? Think about that. Think about that. Things to watch out for and advice moving forward. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Boom, Page of Wands. Watch out for drama, okay? Do not partake in drama. And in today's day and age, it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what, those of us on the front lines, we're like doing spiritual push-ups, man. Do not partake in drama. Do not partake in anything that lowers your frequency, okay? Do not bother arguing or fighting with people. Man, spiritual push-ups, dude. Oh, it's like a spiritual workout, you know? Don't take everything so seriously, okay? Learn when it's appropriate to laugh and cut up and have a good time. And right now, it's very, very important that we learn how to not take things so seriously. Okay? You'll get sucked down the wrong path if you start taking all this shit going on right now too seriously. Oh yeah. The only thing that you need to do is maintain your rate of vibration. Okay? Keep it high. Keep it high, because now, boy, I'm gonna tell you what. We have, let's see, what is it, June? About another 5-6 months of it's going to be coming from every direction, traps and bait thrown in the pond, every direction to pull you off the path, pull you out, and you're out of the race. You're gone. You're done. You're done because you bit the bait. You didn't maintain focus. Okay? Maintain focus. Maintain your rate of vibration. Stand true in your truth. Don't worry about what anybody thinks or says or does. You stay true to you, okay? As far as the person that you are dealing with, I would not try to open up communication. If it's blocked, leave it blocked, okay? If it starts to get too immature or starts to fire up into a conflict, just block it, okay? Last but not least, do not let money make decisions for you. There's nothing wrong with money. Oh, money is awesome, but you do not let money own you, okay? Not all that glitters is gold. I cannot tell you how many people made the mistake of thinking that they could buy me. Oh, yeah. Well, oh, don't think that those conversations haven't gone on behind the scenes. Oh, yeah. Don't think that I haven't had people tell me, oh, man, I'm gonna fly you out here and have you audition for this movie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna fly you out here, pay for all your expenses. You audition for this movie, you'll be the next big whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I got other things to take care of. No. Don't be bought. Don't have a price tag hanging from you. Okay? You think for yourself. Do not let any other distractions manipulate you. Okay? Faux show. So, anyway, I feel like the messages my Libras needed to hear have come through, okay? I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I hope that resonated for everybody. If it didn't, which it won't resonate for everybody, check your moon, your rising, and your Venus. But even if it doesn't, I hope that everybody watching at least took one thing from this video that you could use to apply in your day-to-day life and actually witness real results happen in your life, okay? That is my real job here on YouTube. My real job here in this life, okay, is to actually help empower you. There is one hell of a force right now fighting to steal power from you, fighting to steal your power from you. Once you come talk to me, I'm gonna let you know how powerful you are, okay? I'll say it till the cows come home. Universe does not discriminate against anything or anyone for any reason whatsoever. You are the one who has the power. You do. You do. Nobody else. You do. You are the most powerful person in your life. You are. Do not give that power away to anybody, okay? So anyway, I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along. Thank you all for the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Have a good one.